Good evening and welcome to Tuesday's installment of Primetime News with me, Michael Madimba. In tonight's top story, we start on a sad note. Former cabinet minister and veteran SWAPO politician Kathenambo has died. He was 58. Kathenambo reportedly died at a Windhoek hospital on Tuesday at around 4:30 in the afternoon. He had been hospitalized in recent weeks after testing positive for COVID-19 before being released. His passing was confirmed to Nampa by Unomengi Kawapirura, who was close to the former youth minister. We would like to convey our deepest sympathies and condolences to the bereaved family. 3 farmers, their families, livestock and properties are living alongside the road between Windhoek and Doda-based settlement after they were evicted from a farm they were renting 3 months ago. The families rejected government's temporary relocation plan. Erasmus Shalihakwe compiled this report.
The farmers are Anton Huachoseb 58, Seblon Uiseb 72, and Wilfred Kenub 49, who have set up temporary structures between the road and the fence right outside the farm that they were evicted from. When the Namibia Press Agency visited the area recently, they said the Xhomanan Traditional Authority resettled them in the farm 2 years ago, but they were forced to move 3 weeks ago and accused of trespassing as they were not supposed to be there. Then, the Xhomanan Traditional Authority told them stay outside the farm temporarily while a lasting solution is sought. He owns 18 cattle, 6 horses, 96 goats, and 45 sheep. He said they sought help from government to be relocated permanently, and Windhoek Rural Constituency Councillor Pete Adams, through government, tried to relocate them temporarily to a farm in the area of Grootaub, but they rejected the proposal as they fear losing their animals to livestock theft, which is allegedly rife in the area.
It's a 2 times now. It's the second time that we are on the corridors. Is to 2070. We was in corridors of Reebot, that side of Reebot. Myself lose 38 goats and 9 cows. And
they were stolen?
No, they die for hunger and for water. Yeah. That was a problem, and we don't go back to government and ask our things back. Now we grow now again with the livestock, and he is starting with those things again. He don't want to help us proper.
When approached for comment, Councillor Adams said the farmers are being confused by the Xhomanan Traditional Authority by telling them not to move to the new farm temporarily, while government is finding lasting solutions for them. The Traditional Authority resettled people in a private farm, which belongs to the Russian billionaire Saradov. When I tried to help them, they are refusing without even seeing the place, and the Traditional Authority is causing all these confusions, said Adams. Xhomanan Traditional Authority advisor and spokesperson Walter Haseb told the Namibia Press Agency that they rejected the temporary resettlement plan because they want a permanent and lasting solution for the farmers.
Senior Public Relations Officer of the Kavango West Regional Council, Salomo Tenga, says the additional construction at the Rupara Rural Development Center is progressing well. Sawi Halsiku, our Kavango-based journalist, compiled this report.
The Ministry of Urban and Rural Development under the 2020-2021 financial year budgeted 13 million Namibia dollars for the construction of a double-story accommodation, conference hall, kitchen, dining hall and a metal workshop at Rupara village. Tenga told Nampa on Monday, upon inquiry on progress of the construction, that the conference hall will house 2 small breakaway halls, a kitchen, an open eating area, ablution facilities and 3 offices. Tenga said the center is aimed at improving the quality of life and economic well-being of people living in rural communities in the region. Thus far, the metal workshop is done, while the double-story accommodation is 50% complete and is being constructed by WT Business Group, he said. He said the region has even started using the metal workshop as the community skill development center, which came on board last month to train 20 young people on the courses they offer. The construction is expected to be concluded by March 2022.
A new union called Namibia Revolutionary Transport Union, NARETU, was on Monday launched in Windhoek with the aim of advocating for the rights of transport and logistics industry workers. Once more, Erasmus Shalihakwe compiled this report.
During the launch at a press conference, Naretu Commander-in-Chief Peterson Kambinda said the new union has been registered with the Labour Commission and received its certificate on 5 August 2021. He said the union was established to protect the rights, interests and dignity of workers in the industry who for far too long have been crying for help but went unheard. He added that truck drivers and many employees in the industry are the backbone of the Namibian economy, but they are not valued and are not paid well, despite putting their lives and that of their families at risk, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. The union will put an end to their suffering by holding company owners accountable, he stated. They work at the forefront and around the clock to make sure we have food to eat, medicine to maintain our health, clothes to keep warm, and other necessary tools to build infrastructure upon which our economy hangs. Their mistreatment is under-recorded, unchallenged, and it surely must not be left unattended, stated Kambinda. He further added that as of last week, the union has registered 800 members from 74 companies. Each member will pay 1% of their basic salaries per month as membership fee.
Stand by for your top roundup. Delving into the world of business and economics. As the coronavirus pandemic upended the global diamond industry, Namib Desert Diamonds Namdia was no exception, as it went for 3 months without selling a single diamond. However, in the midst of this crisis, Namdia found an opportunity and is now blind selling diamonds. Edward Mumbu Jr. once more compiled this informative report.
We went for like a period of a whole quarter of a year. 3 months we didn't sell one single diamond. Obviously that impacted on our revenue and on our bottom line. But then as you know, countries like US started opening up, China, because they started first with these things and they found a solution in Hunan. So when they started opening up, also the business started to be good. But our clients still couldn't come to us. But because they know our product and because we've developed very good relationship with our clients, they then said, look, ship to us the same type of diamonds that we've been buying from you, and we'll pay you and you ship to us. Ever since we've been doing like that.
The inflation rate for the food subcategory increased by 6.5% during July 2021 compared to 6.2% recorded during July 2020. The Namibia Consumer Price Index report for July 2021 indicates.
The report by the Namibian Statistics Agency outlines that within this category, rice recorded inflation of 11.6%, followed by bread at 8.0% and baby cereals at 7.7%. Prices for meat were 14.9% more expensive than a year ago. The highest inflation within this category were observed in chicken at 20.5%, followed by offal with 19.0%, minced meat with 18.9%, and lamb with 15.4%. Prices for sugar, jam, honey, syrup, chocolate, and confectionery registered a decline of 0.4% in July 2021 compared to 3.9% recorded during the same period last year. The fall in the inflation rate for this category was a result of a decrease observed in the price levels of ice cream with a negative 4.0%, followed by chocolate with a negative 3.7% and sweets with negative 3.5%. The report added that prices for vegetables, including potatoes and other tubers, rose by 3.9% in July 2021, a slowdown when compared to an increase of 14.0% recorded in July last year. The slowdown was caused mainly by large declines observed in the price levels of carrots by negative 14.4%, onions by negative 13.8%, and green pepper by negative 13.5%. Meanwhile, prices for milk, cheese, and eggs were 1.0% more expensive than a year ago, but lower when compared to a rise of 4.1% recorded in July 2020. The report further said the slow growth in inflation is reflected in the price decreases registered in cream at negative 11.4% and long-life milk at 2.4%. The price levels of fruits increased by 9.0% in July 2021 compared to 14.7% recorded in July 2020.
The business and economics roundup is up next, followed by a trip to the marketplace.
Welcome wherever you are on Planet Football.
You can go anywhere in the world, but nobody feels football like we do.
And they sing, they dare to sing.
It's a rhythm.
A 1-2.
1-1-2. Football.
La football.
Soccer.
1-2.
That moves us.
Salah to settle it. There's no feeling like that feeling.
It's so nice. It's so nice.
Nothing compares to DSTV's unbeatable football offering. So stay connected to watch the best football on the planet.
We've come to the end of our top segment. Kindly stand by for your sports update with my colleague Selima Shimwefeleni.
Thank you, Michael. Good evening and welcome to Sport Planet. In our sports news tonight, we kick off with athletics. The World Athletics Under-20 Championships, which was scheduled to start on Tuesday in Nairobi, Kenya, has been moved to Wednesday as organizers are continuously working to make the Youth Championships a success. Hesron Kapanga filed this report.
Athletics Namibia sent a team of 6 athletes that will represent the country in the 100-meter, 200-meter, as well as the 4x100-meter relay at the championship scheduled to end on Sunday, 22 August 2021. In an interview with Nampa on Tuesday, Team Namibia's coach Hank Porter said the team arrived safely in Nairobi and they are ready to give it their all when the World Athletics Under-20 Championships begin. The team is okay in Kenya. We only had a couple of challenges with transport as athletes struggle to come from training, but with regards to accommodation, food, as well as the the weather. We are happy because since our arrival the weather was cooler than we expected, but we are informed it will change soon because Kenya is always hot in the summer, said Botha. The coach added that with a change in the start and date of the competition by the organizers, Namibia's athletes will be on track from Wednesday until the final day of the competition on Sunday. The Namibian under-20 team comprises of Beatrice Masilingi, who will compete in the 100-meter, 200-meter, as well as the 4x100-meter relay. Kristen Boma competing in the 200-meter and 4x100-meter relay, while Elvis Gassep will compete in the 100-meter race. Dawana Haitembu, Karen Ustesen, and Nandi Vas will form part of the 4x100-meter relay team.
Erongo Regional Sport Officer Bethold Karumendu on Monday confirmed that 3 road races that were scheduled to take place this year have been cancelled due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Erasmus Shaliahwe filed this report.
In a media statement he issued on Monday, Karumendu said the organizing committee engaged with the main stakeholders of the events and looked into certain aspects like the current health guidelines in line with the World Health Organization, Namibia Sport Commission, as well as those of World Athletics, sent to all member federations including Athletics Namibia, and concluded that the safety of athletes should be prioritized. The 3 cancelled races are the second edition of the Spire National 10-kilometer Championships run, which was scheduled to take place on 28 August at Oshikati, the 7th edition of the Nawahap Half Marathon 21.1-kilometer challenge run, meant to take place on 18 September in Karibib, as well as the 8th edition of the Erongo Power Safe Street Mile 1.6-kilometer run on the 16th of October 2021 in Omaruru. All the events have been postponed to next year. Our first priority is the safety of our athletes during this COVID-19 pandemic. We're looking forward to 2022 to resume all 3 races and put measures in place, the race director said. Karumendu added that the athletes who wish to participate in the races can keep training to ready themselves for next year as the organizers are monitoring the situation and making the races bigger and better for next year.
Your sports roundup is up next.
Getting GoTV was the best decision James has ever made. See, James has always watched football wherever he can. Sometimes it got awkward. It was never really comfortable. And finding a good place to watch became more and more difficult, not to mention costly. Traveling for his games took its toll on James until he discovered something big. Now that James has GoTV, he can finally enjoy the perks of home ground advantage. Good for you, James. Get home ground advantage with GoTV. With superstar players competing in the world's biggest leagues and cup competitions, you'll be spoiled for football choice. So get and stay connected to GoTV for the best football season yet. GoTV. Love it.
And with that, we've come to the end of this evening's bulletin. We thank you for tuning in. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, share, and click on the notifications bell to stay up to date with the latest happenings locally and globally. Catch us tomorrow for another edition of Primetime News. From myself, Salima Shimwefeleni, and the entire Nampa crew, it's good night.